Please stand as we begin with prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us all here together to celebrate this moment. This past year has had its challenges, and we as an 8th grade class have come a long way. We thank you for all that you've done to bring us to this moment in our lives today. Bless our graduation and continue to work within all of our lives. We ask all of this in your name. Amen. Please be seated. The Pine Hills Adventist Academy 8th grade class of 2022 welcomes all of you to our graduation. We thank you for taking the time to attend this important event to celebrate our accomplishments with us. We are all excited to finally be here and make you all proud. We hope that you enjoy our graduation ceremony, and thank you for coming.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rihanna Crusoe, this year's 8th grade class secretary.
And I am Carissa French, this year's class historian. We have had such a great year getting to know each other. Let's tell you the history of our classmates.
Havila Jewel Baga was born on July 7, 2008 in Apple Valley, California. Her favorite things to do include football, basketball, watching YouTube shorts, and hanging out with friends and family. When Havila grows up, she wants to have some sort of successful professional career in the medical field. Her goals in life include graduating from school, becoming a doctor, and keeping God number one in her life. Havila's special memory from this past year includes going to Six Flags during class trip. Her words of advice are, never team with Steven for spikeball. Make friends and great memories.
Luke Edward Childers was born on September 27, 2007 in Roseville, California. Luke enjoys mountain biking. The whole world knows because he never stops talking about it. In the future, Luke wants to become a veterinarian or an engineer. If those two professionals don't work out, he would like to become a professional mountain biker. Luke's favorite memories from this year include 8th grade class trip, talking about anarchy, and almost passing out while scaring Mrs. Q and Mrs. Jackson at Six Flags. His goal is to go mountain biking in Downeyville. Luke's words of advice are, if you don't crash occasionally, you aren't trying hard enough.
Caleb Lee Edlund was born on January 4, 2008 in Irvine, California. His favorite hobbies include basketball, playing golf, and other sports. Caleb wishes to become an engineer in the future and live a very successful life. His favorite memory from this year includes going on 8th grade class trip and watching Jake try to sleep in a small bed at the rental house. His words of advice are, if you can't go south, go west. Try again. Carissa Leanne French was born on January 24, 2008 in Grass Valley, California. Her favorite things to do are playing the ukulele, singing, baking, and drawing. Carissa's favorite memories from this past year include hanging out with everyone at Six Flags and chilling at the rental house. She would like to either work for NASA or become a dermatologist when she is older. Her goals in life include living a very happy and successful life. Carissa's words of advice are, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Jacob August Hagley was born on November 30th, 2007 in Grass Valley, California. Jake enjoys playing video games and one-wheeling. His special memories from this year include hanging out with friends on class trip. Jake wants to be an engineer in the future. His goals are not to live on the street. Seriously, he wants to be happy and successful. His words of advice are, don't procrastinate and think ahead.
Claire Abigail Hunter was born on January 15, 2008 in Roseville, California. She enjoys playing tennis and reading. Claire wants to have a future occupation in something in the medical field, and her goals are to travel the world and be successful. Her favorite memories from this year were during class trip. Her words of advice are, enjoy life and have fun.
Edward Richard Jackson was born on June 21st, 2008, in Fresno, California. He enjoys building, reading, playing golf, and walking his dog. Eddie wants to be a forest scientist or architect when he grows up. One of his favorite memories from this year was visiting Monterey Bay Aquarium during the class trip. Eddie's goals in life include having his own cat and dog, helping homeless animals find homes to escape animal abuse, and his favorite quote is, "If your dreams don't scare you, they aren't too small."
Scarlett Nova Kiner was born on February 2, 2008 in Sacramento, California. Her favorite hobbies include listening to music, hanging out with friends, and playing volleyball. Her goals in life are to become successful and famous one day. Scarlett's favorite memories from this year include having fun during 8th grade class trip. She doesn't know exactly what her future occupation will be, but she knows she wants to be successful. Her words of advice are, dreams don't work unless you do.
Brianna Beth Caruso was born on August 27, 2007, in Austin, Texas. Her favorite hobbies include skiing, tennis, and traveling. Her special moments from this past year include playing spike ball on the beach during class trip, going to Six Flags, and Brianna wants to become some type of nurse in the future and wishes to travel every country in the world. Her words of advice are, when given the choice between being right or being kind, choose kindness.
Hudson Yoshida Lowe was born on March 18, 2008 in Westlake, California. Hudson enjoys football, traveling, airsoft, and listening to music. He would like to either become a pyrotechnician or some sort of attorney when he's older. His goals in life include getting better at playing the guitar, making friends, and working out more. Some special memories from this year include playing spike ball, screaming on all the roller coasters at Six Flags, and being taught by Mrs. Jackson. Hudson's words of advice are, take time to get to know everyone and make friends.
Olivia Ann Ludwig was born on February 8, 2008, in Yuba City, California. She enjoys swimming, sports, drawing, and dirt biking. Her favorite memory from this past year was going to Six Flags during this class trip. Olivia wants to become something in the medical field, and her goal is to be very happy and successful. Her words of advice are, take charge and don't procrastinate.
Miles Samuel Mason was born on February 22 in 2008 in Santa Maria, California. His favorite hobbies include sports and video games. Miles's goals in life include being successful and making it into the NBA. He wants to become a pilot when he is older. Some of his favorite memories from this year include staycation and hanging out with friends. Miles's words of advice are, live your life to the fullest.
Stephen Alexander Price was born on February 26, 2008, in Roseville, California. He enjoys skiing, biking, and playing with RC cars. Stephen enjoyed going on class trip and doing activities as a class, playing spike ball on the beach, and buying too much candy this year. He doesn't exactly know what he wants to be in his future occupation, but he knows it's going to be awesome, and he won't still be living with his parents. His goal in life is to be the best person he can be and help people. Stephen's words of advice are, be the best you can be.
Valerie Mia Chiarte was born on June 6, 2008 in Los Angeles, California. Her favorite hobbies include drawing and listening to music. Her favorite memories from this year includes 8th grade class trip and the snowball fight her and her classmates had one time it snowed, and Mrs. Jackson actually let them outside. after a lot of begging. Valerie isn't exactly sure what she wants to be in the future, but she does want to do something related to art, traveling, or helping others. Her goals in life are to have a good family, travel the world, and create more art. Valerie's words of advice are, always be kind to people because you never know what they are going through.
Brennan Tyler Reese was born on August 11th, 2007, in Sacramento, California. Brennan's hobbies include scuba diving, snowboarding, mountain biking, and surfing. In the future, he wants to be an aerospace engineer, neurosurgeon, or a general surgeon. His favorite memory from this year is when he rode Superman at Six Flags with Luke, Mrs. Jackson, and Mrs. Q. Brennan wants to continue to grow closer to God and learn more about patience. His goal is to excel through school and use his kindness to help those in need. He leaves you with these words of advice. Do what is right, not what is easy. Strength of a character leads us to do the right thing, even when there are easier options.
Elizabeth Suzanne Standish was born on March 27, 2008 in Penryn, California. Her favorite hobbies include playing sports, writing music, playing her guitar, and talking about football. Ellie wants to become a veterinarian or a marine biologist in the future. Her goals in life are to stay closer to God, have an awesome family, make new friends, and keep the friends she has now. Her favorite memory from this year includes all the girl talks, class trip, vespers at the Crusoes, leading out in worship and music, and having Mrs. Jackson as her 8th grade teacher. Her words of advice are, stay close and cherish the friends who love you for who you are.
Kaylee Paige Wareham was born on August 4th, 2008, in Napa, California. Her favorite hobbies are drawing, crafting, video games, and dirt biking. In the future, Kaylee would like to work for NASA or SpaceX. Her goals are to visit China, travel to more places, have a family, and have a cat and a dog. Her special moments from this year include getting to know everyone, more spending time with others, and the girl night during class trip. Her words of advice are, just be yourself and don't let people change you.
Cannon Gray Williams was born on January 23, 2008 in Riverside, California. Cannon enjoys playing basketball, dirt biking, and skiing. His favorite memory from this year was playing spikeball on the beach and going to Six Flags during class trip. Cannon wants to become an engineer in the future, and his goal is to be happy, successful, and see everyone in heaven. Here are his words of advice to you. Listen to your parents. Thank you for listening to our little history lesson on the 8th grade class of 2022.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Stephen Price. I am the 8th grade class of 22's co-president.
And I'm Valerie Kirate, the other president. This year, we both had the opportunity to co-president our class together. We are grateful that we are here today and can share our last great memory with our 8th grade class.
I will be sharing our speech in English,
while I will be translating it in Spanish.
This school year has been a mix of challenges and trials, but we have managed to have fun this entire year and build relationships with one another.
Este año escolar ha sido una mezcla de desafíos y pruebas, pero hemos logrado divertirnos todo este año y construir relaciones entre nosotros.
Some of us have been at Pine Hills Adventist Academy since kindergarten, while some of us have just joined this year. Even though our class is unusually large, we have become one big family who has bonded with one another through thick and thin.
Algunos de nosotros hemos estado aquí en la Academia Adventista de Pine Hills desde el kinder, mientras que otros acabamos de ingresar este año. Aunque nuestra clase es usualmente grande, nos hemos convertido en la gran familia que se ha unido entre sí en las buenas y en las malas.
From Cannon's infectious laugh to Brennan's booming voice, Olivia's clumsiness, and Luke's witty comments through the day, we have all grown to love each other more and more.
Desde la risa contagiosa de Cannon hasta la voz endosa de Brennan, la torpeza de Olivia y comentarios ingeniosos de Luke a lo largo del día, todos hemos llegado de amarnos cada vez más.
With our army, some days were more chaotic than others. For a while, we had thought that Mrs. Jackson would be burned out, since this is her first year of actually teaching. But through God's miracles, she survived and brought us here today, and we will be forever grateful.
Con nuestro ejército, algunos días fueron más caóticos que otros. Por un tiempo, realmente pensamos que la señora Jackson estaría agotada, ya que este es su primer año de enseñanza, pero a través de los milagros del día, ella sobrevivió, nos trajo aquí hoy, y estamos extremadamente agradecidos.
Our class trip was a highlight of our year and bonded us closer as a group together. From late non-conversations to movie nights, the beach, the aquarium, the spike ball, and buying too much candy, we have really come together as a class. And this was all possible because of Mrs. Jackson and her devoted work towards us, making this an amazing year.
Nuestro viaje clase fue los más destacado de nuestro año y nos unió más como grupo. Desde conversaciones nocturnas hasta noches de cine, la playa, la acuario, juegue a bola y comprar demasiados dulces. Realmente nos hemos unido como clase. Y todo esto fue posible gracias a la señora Jackson y su dedicado trabajo hasta nosotros, haciendo de este un año increíble.
We are thankful for the parents that brought us to school every single morning and the sacrifices that they have made. We are grateful to the grandparents, aunts, uncles, family friends, and others who have helped us get this far and cheered us on.
Estamos agradecidos por los padres que nos trajeron a la escuela todas las mañanas y los sacrificios que hicieron. Estamos agradecidos con los abuelos, tías, amigos de la familia y otras personas que nos han ayudado a llegar tan lejos y nos han animado.
Most of all, we are thankful to God for guiding us through this year and for all of the miracles we did and did not see.
Sobre todo, estamos agradecidos con Dios por ganarnos durante este año y por todos y milagros que hicimos y no vimos.
As we all approach our next chapter going into high school, we will continue to make those amazing memories with the people that we love.
A medida que todos nos agregemos a nuestro próximo capítulo de ingreso a la escuela secundaria, continuaremos creando estos increíbles recuerdos con las personas que amamos.
Thank you.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. That's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh. You can count on me 'cause I can count on you.
Congratulations, today
is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head, feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. Only you can decide where to go. And oh, the places you'll go. Oh, the places you'll go. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet. You're too smart to go down any not so good street. Be sure when you step with care and great tact. Remember that life's a great balancing act. When things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, you'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up, you'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers to soar to high heights. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Oh, the places you'll go. Oh, the places you'll go.
Hey Mom and Dad. I really can't believe I reached 8th grade. I remember always imagining how my 8th grade year would happen. I had it all planned out in my head, how perfect my whole year would be. 8th grade did not turn out anywhere near how I wanted it to. Every night that I cried, every test I stressed over, the overall pressure of just being in junior high, you guys were always there. Dad, you would always go and get my favorite boba drink when I felt down. And you were always there to comfort me and make me my favorite food, especially your adobo. Mom, you would pack my lunch for me so I could finish my homework, or do some of my chores for me to relieve some of the stress off my back, and take me to get my nails done. Oh yeah, and Micah, I forgot about you. Just kidding. I didn't forget about you at all. You always make my day better by blasting music in the car and taking me to Starbucks. Thanks for putting up with me and driving me everywhere. I remember that one night I was crying because I was super insecure, and you told me that there was nothing to be insecure about. You told me I looked great and I was good at lots of things. You're a great brother. I always want to thank my grandma and Auntie Janie for giving me things I need all the time and making me lots of food. You guys are really great, and I want to thank my cousins who can't be here tonight, but they always would take me places to have fun. And thank you to my aunt and uncle who came all the way here for me, and you always arrange fun things, and it's always fun to visit you guys. And thank you so much. You guys do a lot for me, and it's great having you guys in my life. I'm so grateful for you all, and thank you for still supporting me through everything and helping as I continue onto a big part of my life, high school.
Dear Dad, there have been so many great memories that you have made in my life. I thank you especially for spending so much time doing fun things with me, like going mountain biking every Tuesday. I appreciate you also teaching me work ethic by teaching me how to use a weed eater and other things around the house. Even though I might not like to do it all the time, you are my role model. For the way you have a great relationship with God and are willing to listen to all my problems, and work so hard at things you don't even have to do, like building a pump track. You are the greatest dad and my best friend. Dear Mom, From helping coach football to helping me with school projects, you have always been my biggest supporter, even when I didn't deserve it. I remember when you showed me how to display a goat and do vet work every day. I learned how to be more patient person because of this. I also appreciate that you have been an easy person to tell things that I'm worried about. I am blessed to have you as a mother for helping me get closer to God by convincing me to take Bible studies. I also admire you keeping the Sabbath so faithfully. This has helped me grow closer to God. I'm so glad you are my mom. You are the greatest. Thank you so much. Dear Grandma and Papa Reebok, ever since I was a little kid, you've always been there to help guide me and raise me to become a better person. Grandma, you have taught me to be tough and how to act around animals by 4-H and many other activities. Papa, you have taught me patience, selflessness by always doing stuff with us, even when you probably had more important things to do. I especially enjoy playing outside in our forts. Those were some of my fondest memories. One of the best things I like doing at your house is helping with the animals and spending time watching fun television shows with you guys. You are my biggest supporters. Thank you so much for all the great memories and kindness you have shown me. You're the best. Dear Grandma and Grandpa Childress, both of you have shown me such love through so many things. From all the delicious foods and cookies you bring over to just coming over and checking on us. I am very grateful for all these things. I love coming over to your house. You always have something to do, like buying cool Legos, Hot Wheels. I was little, but my favorite thing to do was help you bake cookies. This has been very fun, even if we were not much help. You still let us taste them. I have also learned how to become a more kind person because of you. I am thankful that you were such a big part of my childhood. Thank you so much.
Dear Dad, I want to thank you for all that you have done for me and with all the sports, practices, and games that you have coached and watched. Thanks for all the help in life and helping me to be who I am now. Mom, thanks for everything you have done for me. You are always there for me when I need help. You have watched all my games and inspired me to be the person I am today. Thank you, Paige, for being a good older sister. And for everyone else in my life, thank you.
Dear family, I want to thank you for always supporting me in everything I do. Mom, I want to especially thank you for keeping me organized and on top of things. Thank you for all the love, hard work, and dedication that you give to all of us. I enjoyed all the times you took me shopping or we had a nice bite to eat. And Dad, thank you for always pushing me to do my best, listening to me, and giving me advice whenever I needed it. I love all the times you took us on very exciting trips. Joshua, even though we don't get along sometimes, you are still my brother, and I want you to know that I am very thankful for you being in my life. Lastly, I want to thank everyone for always supporting me in everything I do. Thank you.
Mom, thank you for all the fun memories and experiences that I will remember forever. Thank you for always being there for me in the good times and the bad times. Dad, thank you for always keeping me in check and correcting me when I step out of line. Thank you for letting me experience so many fun things and always being there for me. I love you both and hope you guys aren't sick of me yet because you have to deal with me for another 4 years. But in all seriousness, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here standing on the stage about to enter a new chapter in my life. Thank you to everyone, my friends and family that took the time out of their day to come see me graduate. It means a lot. I'm thankful that I'm here today to celebrate this moment with you.
Dad, you have always been a big example for me. I'm grateful for all the memories we have made, like throwing the football till late at night or playing baseball. Thank you for all the valuable lessons you have taught me and being a strong spiritual leader. I've enjoyed all the times you've done random things spontaneously just for the fun of it, and all your patience with us. Thank you, and I love you. Mom, thank you for being the best mom. I really appreciate all that you've done for me. Thank you for the memories, like taking us on really fun trips. I really enjoy all the times you've made me laugh with your stories and when you tell me how your day was. Thanks for being a really big example and teaching us how to be ourselves. You're the coolest mom. I love you to the moon and back. Natalie and Sarah, I'm really glad I don't have to be in high school with you guys, but I do appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the car rides, blasting music, or eating ramen at 2 a.m. and the advice. Love you.
Mom, thank you for being there for me. Every lunch that you packed, every assignment that you helped me on, and every hug that you gave me got me to this point. I may not show it, but I do appreciate you and love you. Dad, you helped me every time I was stuck, and even though you were busy with volleyball a lot, you still made time for me. Thank you for being there for me. Even though I'm getting older and more independent, I still appreciate you and your help. Jen, I know you're not here today, but even when you came into my life when I was 7, even though you were new, I quickly came to love you because of your personality and sense of humor. I'm thankful for you are now a part of my family. Thank you for helping me every day. Thank you, Jen. Andy, you play rough and really emphasize tough love. And you know I don't show that I enjoy it, but sometimes after a day of sitting in class, you being rough is what I look forward to the most. I don't express it that much, but you brighten my day. Thank you for being you.
Dear Mom, thank you for everything you have done and letting me be able to get where I am today. You have encouraged me to accomplish so much, and without your kindness and enthusiasm, I would not be where I am without you today. I thank you so much for all you have done for me and our family. Thank you, Mom. I love you so much. I wouldn't have done as much as I have today without your support. Thank you. I love you always and forever. Dear Dad, you have made mine and my mom's life so much better. You gave me a wonderful sister who may be annoying, but I still love her. Thank you for all that you have done and continue to do. There are no words for how much I appreciate you. Dear Violet, my little sister, I love you more than the world. You mean so much to me. I will admit it was nice getting all the attention I wanted before you came, but now that you're here, I am so grateful and happy you are here. My little sidekick, you are always here no matter what happens. I love you more than anything. It's us against the world, little one.
Mom, thank you for all you do for me and the rest of our family. You are the sweetest, most caring person I know. I can't think of a time when you put yourself before others. You always try to make me happy, even if you are having a bad day. You also have a way of finding the good in people to the point where it sometimes drives me crazy when I'm complaining about a person who annoys me and all you can see is the good in them. Thank you for being there whenever I need it. And despite what you think, your occasional homemade meals are very good. I love you, Mom. Dad, you have the best life advice by far out of anyone I know. I don't know of many girls who can say they are able to openly talk to their dad about their problems with their friends, teachers, or school. Thank you for also being willing to spend time teaching Nathan and me how to ski, dirt bike, and do all the other hobbies you love doing, even though my theory is that the only reason you bring the family out to the lake is so that we can swim your boat back when something in the engine breaks. You are the coolest dad I know. I love you. Nathan, even though we fight a lot and your whistling drives me crazy, you are the best big brother I could have. Love you. I know I only have a minute to talk, and I probably run out of time by now, but I'd like to say a quick thank you to Grammy, Grandpa Bob, Grandma Dell, Grandpa Jim, Nana, Grandpa, and the rest of the family who I would mention, but I'm out of time. Thank you. I love you guys.
Mom and Dad, thanks for getting me here and being able to share this moment with me. I know it was tough, but you got me through it. You guys are the reasons I'm standing here today. Thank you for driving me to school, being patient with me when I was late, and supporting me and helping me with my schoolwork. You paved the way for me to be here, although it definitely wasn't easy. We've been through lots of challenges together, but always get through it. You've always been uplifting during the journey to this point in my life, and I couldn't have done it without you constantly being my drive. I would also like to recognize my friends and express my gratitude for them. Thanks for always being there when I needed you and for continually having my back. I don't know how I could have survived this year without you guys. And Spencer, you are annoying, but even though you irk me, I still love you because you are my bro. Even through our differences, it may have seemed like I did not love you, but I do, kind of. Just kidding. All right, bye.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you so much for all you have done for me. You have paid for my education and loved me no matter what. You have always been patient with me, even when I did terrible things, like ate a whole bag of brown sugar in the closet. I am so grateful for having you in my life. I wouldn't be able to graduate if it wasn't for you. You have always helped me study, do my homework, and finish projects. You are always willing to help me. I love going on motorcycle rides with you, Dad, and I love learning things from you. Every time I show interest in something, you always go out of your way to help me. You have made sure I get the best education, even if it means we have to drive an hour to school. You have shown your love for me every day, and I only wish to have half the knowledge you have someday. I love you. Mom, you always cook me the best food and always help me with my projects and dreams. You have taught me so much, and I've sacrificed a lot for my happiness. I always remember when you used to wait at the door to get off your long shifts, and even though you were tired, you still talked to me and asked me how my day was. You have shown me incredible things. I love you. Dear Lily, Emma, and Claire, even though we fight a lot and I steal your clothes, I know you guys still love me, and I love you. You have supported me and got me where I am today. I love you guys so much. Thank you. And all of my family and friends who have helped me through. Thank you. I love you too.
Okay. Dear Dad, thank you for pushing me to be my best self throughout this whole year. Whether it was projects, homeworks, sports, or even just my handwriting, you were there helping me make it my best. And thank you for that. Mom, you helped me with the things I would have blown off until the very last minute. Even when we were both sick, you still drove me out to the Dollar Tree for supplies, no matter what. Thank you very much. Devin, even with your work schedule, always calling you in, and all the other things you do, you still find time to take me to the gym or whatever we both like car meets, getting food, going to the movies, whatever you want. Yeah, for that you have my respect. Thank you very much. That's all.
Mom, you've been a mentor throughout my life. You have cared for me and have been a friend throughout everything. There's really nothing I can say that can describe how thankful I am for you. You've been there for every high, every low, and you listen to me anytime I feel frustrated. Thank you for the little things you give me, like Tic Tacs, and the big things, like your love. I remember one time when you gave me a big hug and some Tic Tacs when I was feeling sad. Thank you so much for everything you have done and said to make me feel better. Thank you so much. Love you, Mom. Dad, you are so very special to me. You have taken me on so many different adventures and excursions, so many that I just cannot count them all. But, you have given me so much, like a new bike, lots of different skis, and like so much more that I just cannot list. But most of all, you have given me your love. Anything that I have needed, you have made a supply for me. You are always there for me, picking me up from school and giving me Jamba Juice sometimes when I'm feeling down. You are always so understanding, and I love you so much, Dad. Catherine, you have always been so caring and loving towards me. You have been a partner in crime, a bossy sister, and a caring friend. You are always there for me, and I thank you so much for that. Love you, Katie. Grandma Moo and Grandma Janice, you have just always been there for me through everything I've been through. Grandma Moo, you've just funded all of my schooling. You've been there for everything. And Grandma Jan, you've always been there with a hug and a smile. Thank you so much. I'd also like to thank all my cousins, which I cannot list, but who are here today supporting. Thank you all.
Okay. Mommy, I love you so much. You've been the one woman throughout my whole life that has been with me and somehow dealt with me my whole entire life. With your everlasting patience, love, and always putting Mikey, Maddie, and I first whenever you make a decision. You're a woman with a huge heart and wisdom. I'm fortunate of the fact that you're so understanding of me and take time to hear me out too. When I refused to draw people portraits, I didn't believe in myself, and you came to me and pushed me because you knew me better than I even knew myself. You came to me and I'm so thankful that you drove me to where I am now, in my art, and most importantly, to the young lady I am now. You're the strongest God-fearing woman I know, and teaching me the importance and powerful effect of prayer, which has also made me a better person, and I try to follow in your relationship with God too. You taught me how to be confident and love myself, but also how to be humble and kind to others, even on those days I'm not feeling the greatest. I always wonder how you've always done it and made it seem so easy too. It's crazy. And I hope I become the same God-fearing faithfulness, caringness, creativity, and amazingly patient, wisdomly, kindness, and the most of all, your strength and love. Papi, thank you so much. Thank you for your support and love and working so hard to provide for our family. Thank you for your art tips, and while I improve slowly, and thank you for the effort you put in Mikey and Maddie and I too. And I'm grateful for you always telling me that you're proud of me. Mikey and Maddie, I'm always going to cherish all of our aggressive games of tag we've had around the living room, our fashion shoots down the hall, and screaming songs together. Mikey, even though you're a pro at games, I'll always beat you in Mario Kart. I'll always remember on Christmas when we ate all the pancake batter together. And Maddie, I will always cherish the little moments, from muffins we made, playing Barbies, or tea parties. I've loved watching us grow up together and who we're becoming now. And I can't forget my other family, my aunts and my uncles, and thank you for the long talks that we've had and for giving me the best hugs when I really need them. And thank you for always being there in my childhood and to where I am now. And I love my cousins so much too. Love you guys to the moon and back.
Dear Mom, Dad, Cammie, and Beck, thank you all for all that you've done for me throughout the ups, the downs, the in-betweens. You've always been there for me. Dad, I remember when you dressed up like Buddy the Elf and jumped out of a giant Christmas stocking and chased us around the Christmas tree. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that was one of the most funniest yet terrifying moments of my life. Thank you for helping me with those math problems I didn't know how to solve. Speaking of which, I don't think you knew how to do it either. Because I never got a good grade. Seriously, Dad, I appreciate you and love you, all that you've done for me. Mom, remember how for most of the school year I forgot my lunch, despite the 2-minute drive to school, you brought my lunch to me. Thank you for that. You are a warrior. I don't know how you raised me, and I'm thankful you have, because I'm the person I am today because of you. You are the best mom ever, and I hope that I can continue to make you proud. Beck, my sweet Beck, sweet brother Beck. I have a billion things to say, but Mrs. Jackson is only allowing me to say one. You've always been my best friend, even when I have not seemed like I was yours. You have been the best brother that a brother could have. And Cammie, even though you're not here today, thanks for being my sister. I've always looked up to you when I wasn't. Yeah, I've always looked up to you, and you've always made me feel better when I wasn't feeling too good. And the rest of my family, I don't have much time left, but thank you so much for everything you've done, supporting me through everything I've been through. Thank you. And I'm so thankful and happy to be sharing this moment with you today. I hope we can make more awesome memories together.
Dear Mom and Dad, hi. The reason I'm on the stage today is to thank you for all that you guys have done for me. Thank you for putting up with my craziness all my life and helping me to become the person I am today. I've really enjoyed the road trips that we have gone on the past 4 years because I got to spend time with you guys and be thankful that I have you as parents and a part of my life. Mom, you're the coolest mom ever. Thank you for all the hard work that you've put into me becoming the young Christian woman I am. And if I haven't made it clear before, I love you so, so, so much. I can't wait to have you help me with all the struggles and homework when I am in high school. Daddy-o, sure. Even though sometimes you go a little overboard with the dad jokes, I have to admit that some of them tend to be kind of funny. Kind of. But seriously, I love you so much and appreciate everything that you've done for me. Brayden. I know I can be obnoxious sometimes and annoy you about all your girlfriends, but just know that I love you, bro, and know that there's no other Busby like you. I really love it when you drive me to places and I yell at the Chick-fil-A workers as we're driving away from the drive-thru. I can't wait for us to have many more memories together when we'll both be in high school together. You'll be struggling with being a senior while I'm struggling with getting used to high school as a freshman. I can't wait for us to help each other out and be able to go to all the events together. Olivia, Bobo, Bolivia, Livy, all those names. I love you so much, and although sometimes I totally hate sharing a room with you, it can be fun sometimes. I've really liked the times where we built blanket forts in our room and watched movies and slept under them. I really enjoy the fun times we've spent together these past few years. Thanks for being my sister. And to all the other family and friends that have supported me my whole life, I love you guys all so much, and I'm so grateful to have you in my life.
Dear Mom, remember the time when you told me that you were going to take me to get new boots, but instead you brought me to the airport? I was so excited. We got there and we got on the plane and we started flying, and I didn't know what was happening, but it was like really, really crazy. And we got there and Nana and Auntie Jen were there, and I just was like mind blown. It was amazing. And then we got to the hotel after spending the time at the beach and having a blast. And we saw people with Disneyland lanyards around their necks. And I kind of just started screaming my head off, and I was just so excited. And it was probably the most fun that I've had. It was the best surprise ever. It was like the most memorable time. And every time that you've taken me on a race or brought me to Six Flags is so much fun. And just spend time with me when I'm sick or when I'm not feeling great. After school, all those long chats and just hugging me and just being there. You're just so amazing. And you're always there. And I don't say it enough, but I really, truly, truly love you. And Dad, we have so much fun together. Every time you take me on your motorcycle, even though it hasn't been that much because since you just got it, but it has been so much fun. And I just love it. And going down to that river and seeing those little snakes, that was cool. And whenever you teach me to ride the dirt bike, and I wasn't that great before, and then it just clicked in my brain, and then I've just had so much fun with you. You're just so amazing, and you're always there, and there's no words to explain how much I love you. You're just amazing. And Kara, I don't know where you are. I do not see you, but you are just a really, really, really great sister, and I love you so, 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 so much, even though we fight a lot. But I feel like that's every sibling. But I love just spending time with you, and I really enjoy being able to just talk to you freely, even with all my problems, and I know you don't care, but, well, it means a lot to me, so, yeah. Thank you. I love you so much.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you both for getting me where I am today and always being there for me. Thank you, Mom, for always encouraging me to do stuff even when I don't want to do them, and forcing me to do it anyway. And if you didn't push me to do things I didn't want to do, then I wouldn't have done all the fun stuff that I like to do now. Also, thank you for pushing me outside my comfort zone when it comes to socializing, and also being a huge part of supporting my class and the school. There have been times when you've been staying up really late doing stuff for the school, and I want to say thank you for being supportive. Dad, thank you for supporting me through life and helping me. Although it may not seem like it sometimes, I do appreciate everything you do for me. I also appreciate the trips you've taken me on and the fun memories. And Atila, thank you for being a cool sister, and even though there have been really tough times, you make the best of things. Also, thanks to my cousins who have also been some of my best friends and will always be, and thanks for supporting me.
Okay, I will be reading from Luke 17:20 through 21 from the New King James Version. This is the verse that our speaker today has chosen. Now when he was asked by the Pharisees when the kingdom of God would come, he answered them and said, "The kingdom of God does not come with observation, nor will they say, 'See here,' or 'See there,' for indeed the kingdom of God is within you."
All right. Now I would like to introduce a man who had made many memories with a lot of people in our class. This man is a legend, known throughout our school for being one of the fairest teachers of them all. Mr. Tom Amato was our 5th and 6th grade teacher and holds a very special place in all of our hearts. Whether it was witnessing desks flying around the classroom, getting frustrated with his coffee knocked over every day, or having to tape Stephen to the desk, Mr. Amato was a great teacher who stood strong through it all. I would like to welcome him and his message tonight. Give it up for Mr. Amato.
I'm going to turn this a little bit so I can actually look at you. I won't feel bad if you don't crane your neck through the whole talk, so if you need to rest, go ahead and look out that way. Thank you, Miles, for your kind introduction. I cherish, whether you believe it or not, all of those memories, and I still even have some pictures of Rihanna I thought about making them part of my speech, but the kids used to like to take my iPad and take special pictures, and I've saved all of them. Someday they'll come back to haunt you. Well, good evening, class of 2022. Hi, Claire. Sorry, couldn't help myself. What a special honor it is to be asked to come back and speak for your graduation. As I stand here now to take part in the commemoration of 8 years of effort and achievement, whether you are one of my students or not, I want you to know that as a result of tonight, you will forever be one of my kids, and I'm so very proud of you. You have done a phenomenal job in reaching this milestone. While we are here to celebrate all you have accomplished to get to this point, we are also here to mark the beginning of the next stage of your life's journey. So tonight I would like to share with you a few thoughts and a special challenge as I wish you God's blessing as you venture onward. My talk tonight has been inspired by a gift I always wished I had, but never felt I did, until God helped me to see it through His eyes. I now believe it is a gift that each of us possesses, even though it may appear more obvious in some of us than in others. The gift of which I speak is the ability to create a work of art. All of my life, I've admired those who have the ability to sit and effortlessly draw or paint a picture, or be able to pick up a guitar or sit at a piano and compose beautiful music. Many of you in this class fall into this group of people. As I have contemplated why I wished I had these abilities, I think the answer has to do with what I feel or experience when I hear something truly beautiful or see something truly beautiful. Experiencing something of true beauty has a way of stirring something deep within me that uplifts and feeds my soul. In fact, when I looked up the definition of art online, it was defined as something that is appreciated for its beauty or emotional power. If you think back over the experiences of your life and the things of beauty that you have seen or heard, perhaps you can relate to this feeling. I believe God has created us this way intentionally, so that the beauty that we see and experience will awaken us to the wonder and glory of who He is and the love that He has for us. So one question I would like you to think about tonight is, how are you using your artistic power? And are you looking for and experiencing this life-altering beauty? This is an important question because I know from my life's journey that this experience has the power to touch your heart and change your life eternally. It is with this question in mind that I will try to tie all this talk of art and beauty together with a few thoughts and a challenge. However, before I go much further, I need to take a minute to remind you of an all-important fact. It is, in fact, the most important piece of knowledge that I could ever leave with you. Here it is. From the moment God knit you together in your mother's womb, you received an identity as a child of God. This identity is independent of your behavior, your feelings, or even your choice. Sure, you can choose whether you want to recognize that identity in your life. That will never change the fact that you are your Father's child and that He loves and believes in you infinitely more than you can imagine. Along with this identity comes another fact. You were created for a special purpose and endowed with gifts, characteristics, and abilities to fulfill this purpose as only you can. And if you so choose, it will be the adventure of your life to watch as God uses those various gifts that He has given you to fulfill that purpose. Tonight, however, I would like to highlight just one of these many gifts that I am going to propose that He has given to each of you, even though it does appear more obvious in some than others. It is a gift that we share with Him because He created us to be like Him. Can you guess what it is? I'll give you a hint. If you were paying attention, I just mentioned it a moment ago. It is the gift I've always wished I had, but never thought I did until God opened my eyes to see things a bit differently. He has a way of doing that, you know, if we pay attention and stop long enough to listen. By now, hopefully you figured out that what I'm talking about is the gift of creating art, of creating something of beauty. No doubt some of you just chuckled to yourself and are thinking, Mr. Amato must not know me at all because of all the gifts I know I have. Artistic ability definitely isn't one of them. Well, give me a chance to explain, and maybe you'll see that you have gifts that you never knew you had as well. My sincere belief that each of you is an artist comes from my reading of the Bible and also from the observations and interactions with special people that God has placed into my life. The world has its own definition of art. Oxford's dictionary defines art as the expression or appreciation of creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form, such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. Now, this is a good start, but what if God's idea of art is so much more? If I were to ask you to take into account the whole story of God found in the Bible and tell me what is the most beautiful and emotionally powerful thing that you see, what would it be? We may come up with different answers, but I think they would have something to do with the revelation of a patient, never-ending, unconditional love of God, a self-sacrificing love that was willing to be nailed to a cross and give up everything just for the chance to spend eternity with us. So if creating art means bringing into visual form something that is appreciated for its beauty, something powerful that touches us deep within our soul, then I'm going to suggest that God is the master artist, and the beauty of his love is the supreme form of artistic expression. Class of 2022, are you beginning to see how it may be possible that you also have an artistic gift that you didn't know you had? Let me plant one more seed in your mind. Jesus once made this profound statement when asked when the kingdom of God would come. He said, "The kingdom of God will not come with your observation. You won't be able to say, here it is, or there it is, because the kingdom of God is within you." I have lived most of my life thinking that art is only something that we draw, paint, sculpt, or compose. But what if art is simply the ability to create, in any moment, something truly beautiful that touches the lives of those who see and experience it? What if the ultimate form of artistic expression is the unique way in which each one of us can create a representation of God's kingdom of love that touches the lives of those we meet? Students, in a few minutes, you're going to graduate from 8th grade, marking the end of 8 years of hard work and achievement. But I hate to tell you, your education isn't done. If your high school and college years are anything like mine were, you will continue to absorb large amounts of knowledge and information. You will also grow significantly as an individual as you continue to make choices that will ultimately set the course for your life and your career. It is also during this time that I believe God desires to take your training as an artist to the next level. But in order to do that, there are 3 things I believe he desires with all of his heart for us to learn. First, you must allow him to teach you to see yourself as he sees you, through the unconditional love of a father's eyes. You are his precious child, the apple of his eye. He created you unique and beautiful, just the way that you are, because you are fearfully and wonderfully made. He also wants you to know that his love for you never wavers, and that nothing can separate you from him. He loves you and is as close to you on your worst day as he is on your best day. And on the days when you just don't believe you've got what it takes to complete the task before you or be what he's calling you to be, know that he believes in you and is right next to you, cheering you on and offering you the strength that he's promised in your class verse. Once God has begun to help you see yourself through his eyes, the second part of your training will be to allow him to help you develop an artist's eye. He will not only help you to be inspired by the beauty that is all around you, but also the beauty that his love can create through you in the moments that make up your day. Helen Keller shares this. The most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. With our new understanding of art, your opportunities for artistic expression are endless. The third aspect of your training will be to learn to listen to your heart and allow God to teach you to use your artistic gift, to call forth into being the beauty of God's character through you, that others might see and experience it at a heart level, the awesomeness of his love. Finally, let me remind you of one very important thing, the key to becoming a truly successful artist. It is found in the words of the master artist in John 15:5. Here Jesus says, "I am the vine, and you are the branches. Those who remain in me, and I in them, will produce beautiful works of art. But apart from me, you can create nothing." Okay, so I may have changed that last part just a little bit, but the point remains the same. Students, I know God wants to use you to produce beauty that will impact the world. But to be able to do it, you will need to make a choice to hang out with him. Talk to him. Read about him. Listen for him. Really get to know him. I know that some days this may be easy, and on other days it's going to be a challenge. But the key is to keep coming back to him. He will always be there to pick up your training right where you left off. Okay, time to land the plane, as pastors like to say. While your identity as students may continue beyond this milestone, my hope is that you are reminded tonight that you have been given a much more significant identity as a child of God, and that with that identity comes a most awesome and powerful gift. The choice remains with you what you will do with it. Will you continue your training with the master artist, or will you allow the gift to go unused? My prayer is that you will choose the first option, and here's why. In case you haven't noticed, we are living in a world that is in crisis like never before. You can see it in the violence that's plaguing our world, and in the ever-increasing ways that we as humans are becoming divided. Jesus actually foretold that a time like this would come when he said in Matthew 24:12, "A time will come when lawlessness will abound, and the love of many will grow cold." Students, this is why the choice you decide to make is so very critical. The world needs your artistic representations of God's love like never before. The famous author Fyodor Dostoevsky once wrote that beauty will save the world. I'm not certain of his full intended meaning with these words, but I believe there is significant truth to them. I believe beauty will save the world. But as beautiful and inspiring as the greatest works of art, music, architecture, even nature are, I do not believe that this will be the beauty that will do it. The beauty that will save the world will be exemplified in the lives of God's children, who reveal in visual and experiential form the love and grace of God with the brushstrokes of their lives. Students, each of you is one of those children. And without your contribution to God's grand design, eternity will be missing a priceless piece. Sorry. So class of 2022, artists in training, continue to learn, imagine, and create. My prayer for each of you is that you will choose each day to allow the master artist to hold your brush as together you create a masterpiece of his love on the canvas that is your life. For it is the beauty of the Father's heart revealed on these canvases that will inspire others and draw them to the saving beauty of God's love. I know I speak for all of us here tonight when I say, we can't wait to see how your finished masterpiece turns out. Congratulations, class.
Ever since I first came to Pine Hills, I always enjoyed using the PE equipment to play and have fun during the day. My classmates and I have made many memories with this play equipment throughout the years, but my class and I have noticed that many of these items have gone missing or have been broken.
And so this year, as our class gift, our 8th grade class has decided to get new gym supplies so that everyone can enjoy the joy that we have had when we were younger. We hope that the future students of Pine Hills Adventist Academy will continue to make positive memories with one another.
We would also like to honor and thank everyone who has supported us this year. We would like to thank the 7th to 8th grade parents who have done so much for us, including committing their time and hard work to get us here today. Whether it was through Vespers, helping with snack sales, fundraisers, and more, we are very grateful for you and your support for us.
In addition, we also like to show special appreciation to our teachers and staff members of Pine Hills who have worked very hard for every single student and helped lead us closer to Christ. And our board members, music teachers, coaches, and pastors who dedicated their time to help our school grow in love and succeed. We want to recognize you and thank you for all that you have done for us. I invite Mrs. Jackson to the stage to let these individuals know how much they are appreciated.
Oh, there's a lot of people. Hello. All right, just like my students mentioned, we are so grateful towards every single individual who has helped us get here. There are so many of you who we'd like to recognize. If you have not noticed, I have quite a large 8th grade class. I actually have 30 of them in total. And to save valuable time, I am just going to call your names as a collective group and ask you to stand up so that we can applaud you. If you are not in attendance, please know that you are very loved and appreciated, and we recognize you for all of your hard work and love for our class. We would like to thank and honor all faculty and staff at Pine Hills Adventist Academy. So if you're here, please stand up. We would also like to thank all Pine Hills Adventist Academy board members. So if you're with us here today, please stand up. And if you're not, we love you. Yay! Thank you. We would like to thank every single member of our Home and School Association who works so hard. Please stand up. I don't know, just Heidi. Yes, Heidi, we love you. And of course, this would have not been possible if we did not have a church to have our graduation in, so we thank the Gracepoint staff who are here today. Some of them cannot stand up, but we thank you. We are so appreciative towards everyone mentioned, and we would like to also honor a few individuals in particular. The 8th grade class would like to specifically recognize some people for their support throughout this year. Please stand up when I call your name, and we'll all clap at the end. And I know they always say this at graduations, but people clap anyway, but let's try to clap at the end, okay? All right, first we'd like to thank Mrs. Lori Burrill and Mrs. Carolyn Crane for helping keep us organized with our snack sales, creating our invitations, and holding us together. We'd like to thank Mrs. Q, or Mrs. Curarte, Lindsay, for being a great TA and teaching the 8th graders Spanish this year. We'd like to thank Mrs. Julie Freilich for being the coolest 8th grade math and Algebra 1 teacher ever. We'd like to thank Mrs. Heidi Williams and Mrs. Wendy Lowe for being incredible room moms and always supporting our class. We would like to thank Mrs. Jill Genabaga for providing the beautiful music for our graduation. Mrs. Terry Taff for babysitting the 7th graders while we were gone on our class trip. All of the 7th and 8th grade parents who donated food and money for our class trip and our class store and helped with our graduation today, we really, really love you and appreciate you. Mr. Miguel Curarte for creating our cool t-shirts and sweatshirts this year. The Bagas and the Crusoes for hosting our class vespers. Again, 18 kids, one house, teenagers, kind of crazy. And of course, I really, really appreciate this person, Scott Wallace, for making our class video and presentation. He's all the way there in the back. Without you, we would not have been able to share all these positive memories. So let's clap for everybody.
And I too would just like to say thank you to Mrs. Jackson. How many of you have appreciated her and her involvement with your child? When Mrs. Jackson first applied for a job at Pine Hills, I was excited because I knew her. I had had her as a 2nd grade student. But I was so excited that she had picked this awesome task of teaching. And as I got reacquainted with her, I just thought, man, this is one dynamic teacher. Pine Hills would be blessed to have her. And our board felt the same way, and here she is today. And she's been up for the challenge from day one. When we had, I think, started off with 26 students, she said, okay, I can handle that. And then there were a few students that came one by one. I said, how do you think about having another student? And she said, you know what? I'd love it, sure. And so we landed at this 30 number, and we're glad that each one of you, both 8th graders and 7th graders, have been a part of this class this year. And we're glad that you're here, and I believe you're a richer person for have spent some time with Mrs. Jackson. So Mrs. Jackson, we just wanted to say thank you so much for your gifts, your talents, and for using them here at Pine Hills.
Thank
you. As principal, I have relied on so many different people to just help in so many different ways. And there's one parent that I'd like to recognize this evening who, I tell you, it's a shining star. Someone who has given so much of their time and their talents over the past 8 years that I've been at Pine Hills. This parent was helpful in my 3rd and 4th grade classroom as a teacher. I was there to support in so many different ways. And then when I became principal, I asked if she'd be willing to help out with our home and school. And she has been a very dynamic leader at Pine Hills. And I just really, really, really appreciate you so much. Heidi Williams, thank you. I would just like, you're so selfless in your giving of your time and your talents. And I just wanted to put something together here where you can kind of take care of yourself. So we're treating you to a spa day. And thank you so much, Heidi, for everything that you've done.
Thank you, Mr. Freilich. Coincidentally, I need you to be up here, and I'd like to also invite Mr. Kerry Allington to the stage. Where are you? I find you. Okay. All right, it is now the moment that we all have been waiting for. It is time to recognize the accomplishments of our students at the conclusion of their formal elementary school education. And right before I send them off the stage, 8th grade, if you could just look at me one last time. I just want to let you know how much we love you and how much you are supported. I mean, look at this room. And think of the people who aren't here today who also love and support you. And as you start this new chapter, know that you will always have a special place in my heart. You were my first class, and for a second there, I thought I wasn't able to do it with 30 kids, it's a little crazy, but just know that every single one of you are very loved, and I'm so proud to see you here today. Okay, 8th grade graduates, please stand so that we may bestow upon you the diplomas you have earned. Ooh. Are you there already? Well, this is Stephen Alexander Price. Valerie Mia Quirarte. Claire Abigail Hunter. Havilah Jewel Baga. Elizabeth Suzanne Standish. Miles Samuel Mason. Kaylee Paige Wareham. Edward Richard Jackson. Rihanna Beth Crusoe. Carissa Leanne French. Luke Edward Childers. Caleb Lee Edlin. Jacob August Hagley. Scarlett Nova Kiner. Hudson Yoshida Lowe. Olivia Ann Ludwig. Brennan Tyler Reese. Cannon Gray Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you the newest members of the high school graduating class of 2026. Please rise up. I would also like to have my 7th graders stand up. Stand up, don't be shy. And I would like them to turn to face the audience. And I would like to introduce you to the new 8th grade graduating class of 2023.
I'd like to thank you all for coming and supporting us as we move on in our lives. I'd like to say a word of prayer to end this evening's program. Please bow your heads with me. Dear God, thank you that we could all be here to celebrate our 8th grade graduation. Thank you for getting us through the school year and ready for the next big step, high school. Thank you for providing us with amazing teachers this year. And thank you that we got to learn everything we need to grow and succeed, and for all the fun memories made. Bless us all as we move up grades and our teachers teach new students. Bless everyone here to support us and love us. Bless our school and our parents, family, friends here tonight. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.